Welcome back to the shop. I'm Dave, and this week I'm working on these doors. So these doors are one of the last things to get looked at on the truck. They need to get painted and have a full overhaul done to them. So that means we're going to replace these seals, the sliders on the inside there, the little brushes along this. So I'm going to tear this door down while it's on the truck, just because it's pretty easy and it's held up there for me. So I'm going to take the handles off. I'm going to take the glass out, the sliders, and the latch for the door. Taking both these handles off, if they haven't been modified in any way, they're fairly easy, but they're a bit of a trick to figure this out. So what you want to do is slide this. This is spring loaded, and then you can see that it's held in there with a pin. So you slide this collar back and then drive it out with a drift. And this is what the pin looks like. Over time, some of them get lost and they get reinstalled with the cotter pin. So down here in the door panel access, there's where the regulator here attaches to the window frame, and they're held on with these clips on the back side. And you'll probably have to grab one of these bad boys, see what the hell you're doing. But they won't let the window frame come up unless these are taken out first. I'm pretty sure you could probably brute force it just by pulling these out, but the thing is like they just clip on. So to take these clips out, what you're gonna do is you're gonna push on this. You're gonna push this into the frame, and then slide, and then it slides out, and then you can pop it off. Sounds easy, but you can easily spend like 10 minutes messing with it. So that's the trick. So from there you can, the window is all freed up, regulators pulled off. Now this window will just pull up and out, and then I can take the guides along with it and then pull the door latch off. So these are the guides for the window track. These support the window as the window goes up and down, and the driver's side window definitely goes up and down a lot. So these ones are just wore right out. So pull the fresh one out, and you can definitely see the difference between the two of them. I'm going to gather that this is the reason why this window didn't go up straight in the beginning. Alright, so the only thing left in there is the window regulator. I'm going to leave that in there for right now, and I'm able to pull the door off. I mean, of course you don't need to go through all this trouble just to pull the door off. Obviously you can just pull the door off right there, but it does lighten it up a lot, and I'm going to be doing some panel repair in here, and I don't want to mess anything up. I've got both doors here, driver's side, passenger side, and this is a good time so you can see what's underneath them. This one looks like it's in pretty good shape, especially on the bottom. The water likes to drip through them, especially if they're not sealed up. They probably still have water leaks through them even when they are sealed up. But sometimes, you know, just get used to being disappointed. This door looks like it's been repaired before. That looks like fiberglass body fill. It's not completely throwaway. Honestly, I'd be surprised if there weren't any surprises. But let's get after it. Coming over to the driver's door here, it looks a little worse for wear now that I've cleaned up a lot of the rust and paint that's probably been covering it. I think that this is an old fiberglass job, and I'll have to cut that out in order to fix it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw where I'm going to cut it out, and then measure some steel up and see what I got. And this is what I got. So I was able to cut out the steel, and then I got some new stuff bent over, and it looks like it's gonna fit up just nice. And then I was able to hit it with a bit of paint, so that's all sealed up as well. So next up is to install some of this weather stripping. I got some new original stock parts here, like these foam bumpers, and I'll fire them in the corner with a little bit of weather stripping adhesive, and then I'll also take this weather stripping and I'll get that glued down also. Got the weather stripping on and glued down, and then I've held it down with painter's tape so it doesn't go anywhere. That way the glue will have some time to set up and it stays put. So now that I got the door hung, I can start to put the channel runs in and the windshield glass. So I put the sliders in and the window didn't work. It didn't fit in between the rails here. So I figured it out. This one with a step goes to the rear of the door, and this one without the step goes to the front of the door. So I have I got three rears here and one front. This slider is sacked out, so I'm gonna take it out of this one, which is a new felt, and then crimp it into this one. Alright, so I got those sorted out. I got the channels changed over, and then I was able to repin the split rivets with the split riveting tool that I made probably quite a few episodes ago to do the front fender welds. Anyways, same thing to hook those up, and then the window slid in just fine. So next up I'm installing the window brushes. Now what I did to install these little clips was I just lined them up, and with a number 3 screwdriver here, number 3 Phillips, and just pushed them into the holes each. For the brush, it was probably 3/8 of an inch proud, so I ended up trimming it up just to fit in between these sliders. And then once they're in, just slide them close with your favorite push and stick, and then they'll clamp over onto the channel, and you're on your way. So I got some new mirrors for the truck. I got your standard mirror and then a convex mirror for checking your blind spots. And I don't like how this is shiny, so I'm gonna sand it all off and then paint it black. All right, so it's almost at the top there. It's a little bit of a gap, but it's a little too high in this corner. So what I need it to do is I need this side to come up, I need that side to go down, and probably rock the entire windshield back just a little bit. To make the windshield go up higher, you just lower this stop here. You just loosen these two bolts and bring it down. And to bring the back of the windshield up a little bit, you loosen these two bolts and move the regulator up just a little bit. Now if the window was sitting out too far, what you would do is loosen these two bolts here, and they're the same on the other side, and just rotate the window just a little bit in or out, and with a little bit of trial and error you can get the window to sit just fine. And so I'll leave it there, and then I'll come back to it a little while later, see if I can get any better, and dial her in. So I'll leave it for today, and next time we'll finish her up.